Thank you so much for tuning back into Valley News Live, taking a look up in Devil's Lake. They're starting to get some of those showers here, and it's pouring down up there, but otherwise here in Fargo, temperatures are still sitting cooler, sitting at 63 degrees with the winds out of the north-northeast at 6 miles an hour. Now, up in Grand Forks, those winds are out of the south at 3 miles an hour, but those temperatures are still slightly cooler, sitting at 62. Now, we already are starting to get a few 50s with 58 in Minot, 59 in Bismarck and Langdon, and even 56 over in Bemidji, but we are still experiencing a few more 60s than those 50s. But we're also experiencing those calm winds for most of us, especially over in Devil's Lake, Hallock, and even Roseau, Baudette, and Thief River, which is calmer than what we saw yesterday with gusts up to 35 miles an hour. But for that satellite and radar, like I said, we're still tracking a few showers, and even over near the Devil's Lake Basin, we're tracking some light to moderate rainfall approaching your neck of the woods. So if you are out and about, remember to be weather aware, as you might have some low visibility because of some of these showers, but they are moving relatively quickly to the northeast at around 45 miles an hour. But over the next couple hours, those showers will continue to move through, and we're going to see more showers in the northern valley, which is going to keep your temperatures on the cooler side, sitting in those 50s, and some even approaching 40 degrees, much like what we saw this morning. But overnight tonight, those showers will continue to develop in the northern valley, and we're also going to see more temperatures in the 60s in the southern valley. But we also have another chance for some stronger and some isolated severe storms, mostly in the southern valley, stretching through that in between Findlay and Valley City, North Dakota tomorrow morning. But that will continue to move through relatively quickly throughout the rest of your morning, giving us temperatures still in those 70s. But we're also going to see an increase in those winds out of the east, gusting up to 15 to 20 miles an hour. But for your afternoon, temperatures are still going to stick around in those 70s for the northern valley, the 80s in the south, especially like here in Fargo with your hometown forecast. 82 here in Fargo, 69 in Thief River and Devil's Lake, with 63 still in Langdon from those cooler temperatures because of those rain showers. But for your Pro-Seed 3-day farming forecast, we're going to have those hot and humid days approaching here on Tuesday and Wednesday, getting into those 90s and starting out just in those 60s and 70s. But we do have another chance and a cool down arriving on Friday with a chance of showers and breezy conditions once again on Saturday. And even as we head in throughout the rest of your weekend and into next week, we do have more temperatures sticking around in those 80s with another chance of sunny skies, at least on Wednesday, but we got to get it through. A couple more chances of some showers on Monday and even into next weekend. But guys, it's not a bad way to end out the last week of August in the 80s.
80s to end August.
Yes.
I'll take it, and the cool weather is on the way.
Yes.
Stay
Yeah,
optimistic.
a nice little cool down over the weekend before the 80s arrive. But we just got to get through the 90s on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Staying optimistic about fall on the way. Thank you, Shelby. Well, to stay